Alrighty. Oh, this might not go so well. Looks like my battery's not fully charged. So, if this video ends up abruptly cutting out, well, you know what happened. That means I can't do too much of a prelude. I'm talking all the way to the gym. About 15 minutes or so before I get there, so I can't do a whole lot. But just got out of work, and this is going to be my second time going to the gym today, because I went in this morning and did an hour of cardio because I missed yesterday. So got an hour of cardio in, and now gonna hit some legs. And I'm thinking, as long as machines are unoccupied, I'm thinking hamstring curls, leg extensions, and then I want to try the abductor and whatever the other one is. The machines where you're pulling in, and then the other one where you're pushing out. I'm going to try those out, because I have yet to try those at all. I've never actually worked those parts of my legs before. You know what? I'm kind of curious to try it. Because right now my lower back is feeling a little funky. I think I slept a little weird. So I don't want to do anything too crazy heavy and putting pressure on my back or anything like that. So I kind of want to try these out, where it's mostly putting all the emphasis right on my legs. So that way, excuse me. Every time I start filming, it's just like, okay, you normally do this at 4 o'clock in the morning, so you must be tired. Every time I start filming, even though it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, do some, not lighter. Obviously, it's going to be lighter than I would do if I was doing like a leg press or something like that. But I want to try to remove a lot of extra pressure on my back just for today, and then it also gives me a chance to try out some other stuff. So that's the idea right now. I might, if I have enough time and energy afterwards, I might even tack on some ab exercises as well. So that's what I'm leaning towards right now. So man, gotta be honest that the last few days, they've been kind of rough. I'm starting to wonder if going to the gym almost every day is taking a toll. I'm not entirely sure, though. I'm going to keep it up just a little bit longer just to see. This is kind of a little experiment here to see how well I can handle it. But the thing is, I'm not using any sort of steroids or anything like that, so I kind of reliant on just whatever my body can recover from. And if I'm doing too much, well, I'm not going to be able to recover from it at all. So, testing it out, seeing what I can do. Because, yeah, specific body parts are recovering at decent rates. So, like my legs, they feel pretty good right now. My lower back's a little weird right now, but that I don't think has anything to do with training. Oh, excuse me. So, oh man, I keep losing my train of thought. So like, say like it's been a few days. It's been like 4, maybe 5. When did I train my legs last? Was it Monday or was it Tuesday? No, it was Tuesday. I think it was Saturday. I might be wrong, but I think it might have been Saturday. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But maybe even Friday, so that's not good. That's not good. It's almost been a week. That feels wrong. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So my legs feel fully recovered. It might just be because it's been a long time, but like certain body parts are recovering at decent rates. So like my chest and my triceps are pretty much good, almost good to go. So in a couple days, when I'm going to be doing them again, it should be right on point, right on schedule for their recovery. And then my back as well. Oh, excuse me. So it's just like, that seems good, but my overall fatigue is what is causing concern, because I've just been feeling tired and drained. It might just be because of my schedule, work schedule, and other schedules, the things that I have going on beyond going to work and going to the gym and handling these videos. Tack that on to working, 50 plus hours a week and trying to go to the gym and editing and shooting all these videos. That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. And it might just be that I physically cannot handle that amount of output, and I can't recover from it. So I'm going to see how long I can keep this going for. But if I am experiencing the burnout that, not necessarily like, I just don't want to do this anymore, but like physical burnout of just like, okay, I need to rest. Well, I'm going to have to rethink how I'm doing all this. So definitely I'm wondering if this is too much. Oh, excuse me. Too much for me to really handle realistically. So I don't know, but we will see. We will definitely see. But right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop at the store, get a little bit of something to eat before I go to the gym, and then to conserve my battery life on my camera, I think I'm going to cut it here, and then the next thing you guys are going to see is, hopefully a good leg workout, but we'll see. I'll talk to you guys in there. Alrighty. So, that is a good workout, I would say. I think that this is working. I think it's working. I can't actually tell. Looks like it is. I don't know. My camera's kind of freaking out on me, and it won't. It's not telling me if it can even hear me or not. It's not giving me any audio levels. It's not giving me anything here. I don't know what's going on with it. It looks like it's recording. But anyway, workout, that was great. That was really, really good. Gotta say that doing that routine for my legs, I am definitely doing that again, because I feel like I got more of a pump than I normally do. Like in areas that I normally don't get a pump, especially with just doing like heavier presses and stuff. So doing the quad extension and the hamstring curl, and doing the abductor and adductor, I think that's how you say it. That was just, it felt like it worked really well, and at least in person, looking at the mirror, the pump was very good. Like, I thought that it looked better than it normally does, and I'm really happy with that. It was really good in general, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna probably do that again. I ended up throwing in some leg presses at the end, because I was just like, somebody was waiting for the quad extension, so I only did a couple sets on that and then let them jump on it. But I was like, I think I need some more quad work here, so I ended up jumping on the leg press, because I felt like I needed more quad stimulus. And I didn't do anything fancy with it. I just tried to make sure my form was good, as go deep and stuff with it. I ended up not using the foam block, just because I was like, okay, I'm gonna just try to get an additional work done, because my quads are already pre-fatigued. And that ended up working out really, really well. I really enjoyed that. It felt good. I think what I might do is, so I had the seat a little bit laying back further than I normally would. I think that was a good decision, is having that like that. I'm definitely going to do that again in the future, because that felt great. And then I might, just because with that I was coming down and I was hitting the full extent of how far down the leg press could go, and I was like, I want to get a deeper stretch out of this, so I might in the future put the foam block behind me so I can get a better stretch. But the thing is, I don't think I'm ready for the, what is it, like 2 or 3 inch foam block that I use for my my chest press. So I'm gonna probably use the inch or inch and a half, whatever it is. There's another foam block that they've got there. I might switch that out and use that instead. And it is bright. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on here. But I mean, other than that, it felt great, and I was happy with the pump. It looked pretty good, I think, at least in person. I don't know how it really turned out on the camera. It may have been a bad angle, may not have captured it the way I could see it, but I mean, I was looking and I'm like, dang, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Let's see if I can adjust that a little bit. The sun is extremely bright right now. Now it looks too dark. Man, I'm never satisfied with my my lighting on these things. But anyway, after I finished legs, I ended up not filming my ab workout, because with my ab workouts, I do a lot of supersets. So I would have to just move the camera a lot back and forth like crazy. So I just don't film them just because it would kind of get in the way a bit. Whereas a lot of other lifts, you know, I gotta breathe in between, gotta rest up a little bit. My abs, they kind of rest in a few seconds. Not in a few seconds, but like it does not take very long for them to kind of cool down, and I want to just kind of keep pushing them. So, but I did my leg raises, and then I did just lying crunches on the floor, and I did 3 supersets of those. The leg raises, I went 12 to 15 reps, and then with the crunches, I did 15 to 20 reps. Pretty much 20 for all 3 of those sets. Then I went over to, I'm not sure what that ab crunch machine is, where it's like you put your elbows in it and you grab it and you know, you're doing that. I don't know what it's called, the ab cruncher thing. But I did that for another like 3, maybe 4 sets. But the last set was a superset, so it's kind of 3 sets and then a superset tied on to that one. It was actually a drop set, but you know, you get the picture. So I ended up doing a lot of ab stuff too at the end of that. So all in all, pretty good. I haven't looked at my abs yet because I was like, you know, it's getting late. I want to get home. It's like almost 4:30, or past 4:30. Oh yeah, it's 5. It's 4:59. So I was like, you know, I gotta get home. So all in all, great workout. Tomorrow we got shoulders. That'll be fun. I gotta figure out what I'm doing for shoulders, because I think my last shoulder day was a lot of cables. Yeah, I think it was cable stuff last shoulder day. So I'm gonna do dumbbells, I believe, tomorrow. Do some side laterals, upright rows, and shoulder press with dumbbells. Pretty basic. Try to do 3 sets of each. That's the plan. I don't know how well. I mean, I don't know what's gonna actually happen. It all depends, but that is currently the plan. But that's it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. You know, that's pretty much all I gotta say. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.